build on it. In the US, we're actually late to the game. Europe and Asia are way ahead in the regenerative medicine field. And most of the professional athletes who needed some type of stem cell based treatment would go to Europe for decades, right? You know, Tiger Woods, Peyton Manning, some of these players. And if you read the Asian literature, and a lot of the good clinical medicine that we follow here in the US are based on studies with years of follow up that are done in these other countries. Mexico and Central America is a little less regulated, but they also have access to not only, we'll call them multipotent stem cells, which are usually the ones at birth or thereafter, but they do, like you said, have access to these induced embryonic state stem cells. So that's a growing idea. And then back to the underlying question here is there's a third level of regenerative medicine, and that's based on these cell signaling particles called extracellular vesicles or exosomes that stem cells, and in fact all cells, produce. But the actual work that one's own body does that needs a little re-encouragement to behave in a more youthful, restorative, anti-inflammatory status comes from these stem cell signaling. So, Paula, if I gave you in your vein a dose of stem cells, in 10 to 14 days, they'd be gone. But the benefits would last weeks and months, if not some of the benefits permanent. Why is that? Because those stem cells have produced and delivered these exosomes full of heat shock proteins and peptides and growth factors and re-education and encouragement to their neighboring cells of your body that does the actual work. So we're now skipping ahead of stem cells. So the latest and greatest are these stem cell derived exosomes, and they have advantages. They're less costly. They penetrate the body better. They can cross the blood-brain barrier and get into the brain. They are also more easily handled and stored, and they don't have anyone else's DNA, and some people like that. And these are just generic. We have some designer ones coming that are available in China that I think will be fantastic. Some for helping build muscle mass, which is correlated with longevity, helping improve bone density. Some are from the immune cells that help identify and remove abnormal